So, your ass wants to learn how to play Huntress, do ya? Well, you're braver than most, or dumber than most. Huntress is a high skill cap killer. Unlike, except for Nurse is kinda just busted. Huntress is just strong. If you can play her right. She is a 110 killer, so she moves slower than the Trapper. Still faster than Survivors. She also, quote unquote, has a 20-meter terry radius, but she has a lullaby she sings that I think is 40 meters. And her perks are shit. So you got Beast of Prey. Grants you undetectable after you get Bloodlust. Now, to newer players, they might think, oh, that's not too bad, but you get Bloodlust after 15 seconds of chasing someone. For undetectable only while you are in that chase, which basically takes away your red stain and your heartbeat. But if you're chasing someone, with the exception of like some dumb mind games, they're gonna see you anyways. Then you have Territorial Imperative, which, aside from basement strategies, is stupid. It lets you see someone's aura for 3 seconds if they go in the basement, while you're further than 32 meters from the basement. And this is really only good on Demogorgon if you're playing Basement Gorgon, which basically... well, we'll get to that when we get to the Demogorgon video, but otherwise just don't use this perk. And then you have Huntress's Lullaby, which, if someone misses a skill check, it takes an additional 6%. Seems okay, except it's a totem. And also, every time you hook someone, the little noise that happens before a skill check occurs gets closer and closer to the skill check. And at 5, there's no warning noise. This is only really good on Doctor for impossible skill checks. Otherwise, just don't fucking bother, please. So, what perks are good on Huntress? Not a fucking lot. Huntress does not attack with an M1. She's a ranged killer. She throws hatchets. This takes a vast majority of the perks out of the game. However, Darkness Revealed, great perk. Lets you see auras of other people around other lockers for 8 seconds. Or for 5 seconds. If they're within 8 meters and a 30-second cooldown. So when you reload, you get visual. Lethal Pursuer tells you where to go and increases this 5 seconds to 7 seconds. No Way Out. Extra stall, always good. Now, I have Call of Brine on here, but ideally, the 4th perk you're going to want is Iron Maiden, which is a Legion perk. We're going to pop over to Legion just real quick, because I have a higher level on Legion. So, Iron Maiden, wherever it is. Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden. So it lets you open lockers 30, 40, or 50% faster. Now, I have it at level 1 on Huntress, which is 30%. And then obviously if they get out of a locker, no one gets in lockers against Huntress because of this perk. This is essentially your ideal build. You can swap out Lethal for like Barbecue or Colubrine. Huntress is, if you can get good at throwing her hatchets, you don't need slowdown. Now, her add-ons are actually pretty neat. So, there's a cooldown after you throw your hatchet before you can attack or throw another one. This will lower it. There's things that do debuffs to her hatchets, like these. The speed at which the hatchet travels can be increased. Incapacitated is not so great. Your movement speed can be increased while holding a hatchet. Obviously, the cooldown. The wind-up add-ons are some of her best. These two right here, the Flower Babushka and the Mana Grass Braid. These allow you to wind up and throw your hatchets quick. You want overkill Huntress, you run these. Leather Loop lets you hold an extra hatchet, and the Infantry Belt lets you hold 2 extra hatchets. Venomous Concoction gives Exhausted, not really relevant anymore now that Dead Heart's boned. Mangled is meh. Hatchet Speed's always nice. These gloves make you reload even quicker. The Wooden Fox. You get undetectable for 30 seconds after reloading, which sounds good. Except you continue to hum your lullaby, even if you're undetectable. So they don't hear your heartbeat, but they still hear your humming. The Glowing Concoction lets you see their aura for 5 seconds. Doesn't seem like it's that good. It's actually pretty good. Begrimed Head is essentially Sloppy Butcher on your hatchets. Soldier's Pute, or however the Cinnamon Toast fuck you say that, makes you move fast at a normal speed if you have no hatchets. This can actually be really strong. And then the Fabled Iridescent Head that got nerfed. This makes it so you can hold a maximum of 1 hatchet, but that hatchet insta-downs. If you're incredibly good at Huntress, this makes her fucking insane. I am not, so we're not running it. Now, let's get into a match. Alright, we got the Crotospen Asylum, Disturbed Ward, as the Haunts. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, and someone with distortion? Or hiding behind a generator? You can always hit a survivor over top of a pallet like that. Huntress has a very unique ability to hit survivors where not many other killers can. Now, because we only have 1 hatchet, we're gonna pop in here, reload, and pop that in there. We have a target, thanks to whatever the fuck the Dredge's Locker perk is. I'll never remember the names of all these perks. The new ones, anyways. Oh, hi. He was prepared. It's a Steve! Huh? Man, I'm blind. Am I stupid? So if you notice there, I could have very well hit her with my basic attack. But your hatchets actually have a quicker hit-to-hit time than your weapon does. I'm gonna give this a good old kick. And that a kick. And this a search. Reloading. Proc that perk. We got anything. There's not very many lockers on this map, so unfortunately we didn't get anything there. I can imagine that Jane's probably over here again. Man, these scratch marks are just cheeks. I know I heard running. What? Pretend like I didn't see her? There's one. Tell me what other killer can down that quickly that isn't like Leatherface. Leatherface doesn't count. The only thing that balances Huntress is the amount of perks that don't work with her ability. So many perks are basic attacks or like things, yeah, just based around basic attacks that don't really work too well with her power. What's up, Steve? Not ghosting away from me this time. He probably crouched somewhere and fucking hid last time, if I had to guess. Now, the reason I like to run the yellow belt add-on here is because if you do hit your hatchets, you get 3 downs instead of 2.5. Obviously, it just makes more room to get your 2 downs, but if you're real confident with your hits, like I can be, I say as I fuck up. You messed up, hey Ron! Huntress can be incredibly dominating on an open map. Now, if you get her on something like Gideon, well, not Gideon, because there's plenty of open areas. No, yeah, I was gonna say Hawkins, but R.I.P. Hawkins. Because Midwich has big, long, open lines of sight. Larry's Huntress is really rough. So is, to an extent, Gideon Meatpacking Plant. Why did you immediately just come back? I really don't want to fucking tunnel you like this, but dude, come on. Instead of going and healing or doing anything else, you just immediately hop back on a generator. Why? What was your game plan? I'll never understand survivors, man. Like this. You didn't know, Steve. I can't throw through that. Alright. We gotta reload real quick for some information. Damn. Well, I can hope for information. Ah, they finally finished that one. Which I reckon means they're probably gonna be cutting over here. Where did they just disappear to? I guess we'll go kick the gen. I don't really want to stay next to a hooked survivor like that. That's kind of mean. Oh, I hold myself. Meh. And yes, I do say things are mean. And what I want to get across to you guys in these videos is here's how to play a killer in a tutorial, but also how to not be a douchebag. This game can be incredibly toxic at times depending on your side. I could kill that fucking Steve right now and get him out of the game. But I'm not going to. And sure, I may lose because of that. Probably not. But that's no fun for Steve. Really? Oh, you got saved by the tree. That's why you never see me run things like No-Ed. No-Ed's just a crutch perk. There's one killer I run No-Ed on, and it's Deathslinger. And I run it solely because of toxic survivors. You'll see them teabagging in the exit gates a lot. And there's no more satisfying feeling than spearing a survivor out of the exit gate, pulling them back in, and smacking them with No-Ed when they thought they were safe to gloat. It's just an outstanding feeling of accomplishment. Okay. Huntress is also really strong with barbecue and chili. Okay, we're gonna reload. Since I know they're healing, I'm gonna kick this. Oops. I forget that they made it so you don't have to hold it anymore. This match is just getting to its end here. Huh. Where are they? There's the rescue. Dude, this Steven is camping his pallets, man. He's gonna give me a damn heart attack. Oh, the dead hard. Chances are. Okay, let's probably back on this again. Let's reload real quick. Give me in some information, hopefully. Nothing. Well, I'm a slow killer in a hatch race. This is not gonna end well. Oh, it did actually. And now we have no way out to just secure the victory. The hell is she? Plot twist, she has a key and she's looking for the hatch. Ah. Understandable. Unfortunately, I don't think you have enough time. This is depressing. Okay, we got a Huntress on the Eyrie of Crows, which is pretty advantageous for us if I do say so myself. 1, 2, 3, 4 turtles. Okay. Wait. Bust this open. Wind up. Almost. One thing about the Huntress's hatchets, the more you wind it up, the faster it flies, and the straighter it flies. Whereas if I was to just, click and throw, they sort of like slowly go and arch. If you give them a good old wind up, they go faster and in a straighter line, where like they otherwise would arch. I thought I'd swap up my add-ons real quick and get the faster reload and the faster wind-ups. There is one over there still. Now, unfortunately, we're on Eyrie of Crows. Normally, if you see someone like that, you can do some nutty fucking cross-map hatchets. But obviously here, you can't quite do that. Because what the fuck? Oh! She went in a locker. So, even though she is full health, and I could hatchet her, I'm instead going to M1 her because she's exposed. She jumped out of a locker, which is a side effect to, yeah, you go ahead and unhook her real quick. Excellent. As a side effect of reloading faster, also, she's gonna get off. There we go. It makes people exposed if they get in and out of a locker, which also makes them scream. And it's kind of just one of those, like, odd side effects to the perk that you can sometimes take advantage of by putting yourself in a disadvantage. Take your borrowed time hit and leave. Ooh, if we'd have had that. Well played. Wow. She's spinning us like crazy. I'm gonna reload real quick. Oh, oh, yeah, almost at it. Kick. What the hell were you doing? Well, anyways. Go ahead and wander. Yeah, you can go ahead and go get the unhooks. I want to check these gens. Huh. Oh, I see you. But this then begs the question, is that the person who went and... Oh no, here's the scratches. To somewhere. Huh? I think I'm hearing my own footsteps and confusing myself. We'll just head back over here and continue to apply pressure on this generator. Oh, almost had it. Walls are a big weakness for Huntress, which stinks in maps like this. Motherfucker, go up the stairs! I was really expecting her to run into my axe there. Sniper Huntress. We just lost the Michaela doing that, but it was funny. Oh, never mind. She's gonna stay up here. I don't think that's a good choice. I understand what you were going for there, but it didn't work. This building is basically a basement, just with 2 staircases. If you can get someone on that second floor, it makes it real difficult for them to rescue. I'm gonna reload, get the info real quick. Anything? Anything? There's 1, there's 2. This one's on a gen, that one's going for the unhook. So we'll get this one. A sprint burst? Did she just throw a fucking pallet? Don't lead me back to your teammates who are just on the hook, man. If I was a dick killer, I'd go up for them, but I'm not going to. Just know that I could. Okay. Excellent. Well, bump. Let's do a quick reload. I know we're only missing 2 hatchets, but the information's nice. Let's see. Oh, you're a lucky little fucker. Not even close. Basement is here, but I'm not that mean. Okay, they popped that gen. Now 2 of them are on hook, which applies extra pressure. Oh, wow. Okay, fair enough. I'm surprised this person didn't. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, they didn't just immediately touch the door. That's why No Way Out is incredibly useful on Huntress. Shack is rough as Huntress, I won't lie. Luckily, she didn't take it. However, I'm pretty sure that this chick is dead on hook, which gives me no pressure whatsoever. We've only got 1 hatchet as well. Okay. So there's at least 2 people here. We're gonna reload while they're above us. Somehow that didn't hit her. Oh, wow. Okay. Well played. Well played. Well played.